Dreams are beautiful things, aren't they? They take you places that you never thought you'd go. They can transform you into someone completely different. They can bring the things that you desire most in the world to life without anything stopping them from doing so. But even that is only temporary, as they are just dreams after all. But in a moment of disbelief when we're all alone, those dreams mask the reality of our situation, just enough for us to have our special moment. Dusty Crophopper had always wanted to be a legendary racer, but no one ever believed that he could. The reality was he wasn't built for it, and the only supporters of such a fantasy were those dreams. He was always alone, but this unforgiving reality never deflated his spirits. He still felt as if he could do it. Every dream can take off after all. You just needed to be in the right mind for it, and Dusty always had racing on his mind. But it never helped when someone snuffed out that candle. And as of recently, it's been getting pretty annoying. But no matter how hard the world tried to silence his dream, he knew, deep down he knew, he was meant for this. Everyone deserves a shot, don't they? Have you ever felt that no one believed in what you could do? It's like you believing in yourself means you're delusional. But regardless of the optimism you show, you keep embarrassing yourself. Have you ever just wanted to lash out at them because they threw your wildest dreams that far away from you? But the moment you do, you only ever taint your own ego, and they themselves won't let you hear the end of it. And those pricks forget one thing. They too all began from something. They all begin from the nothingness you wake up in every day. And these glamorized figures that we tend to see as stars, well, they could be real jerks sometimes, crushing the hearts of those who want to be like them. All because it happened to them when they were younger. Why does the cycle continue? Why does this discouragement constantly go on? If everyone deserves a shot, why can't the world just be a bit more merciful? If you don't have anything nice to say, just please, shut up. But the thing that broke his heart most was even those who were closest to him, even those that he knew, ceased to believe in the dream that he had, the vision that he had. Felt as if he would never soar those skies. Words like that hurt more than Excalibur ever could. When it came down to conquering those parts of the skies, the young buck flew on his own. But even that dream would reject him. It was like a woman that was hard to impress. Even though she hid behind a smile, you could tell she always wanted another man, and that dream wanted someone else. And when he tried to venture off into this world on his own, he failed. Perhaps all he was for nothing. So the young buck returned home where he was all alone, and he walked out of one reality check and into another. But it only irritated him when the skipper next door gave him an earful.
That sounds heroic to you, doesn't it? To die fighting. Tell me, little brother, have you ever killed a man?
No.
Ever seen a man die in combat?
No.
I've killed men. And I've heard them dying, and I've watched them dying, and there's nothing glorious about it. Nothing poetic.
Not all dreams can take off. Better you live your normal life here, bored out of your own mind, rather than being swallowed by the merciless ocean and have no one there to look for you.
You've been pretending for so long now that you've actually forgotten who you are.
I'm not the one that's willing to fly into certain death.
It's time someone struck a blow for the likes of you and me.
Well then, good luck, and don't kill yourself trying to prove a point. All the young boy's hope was sucked into a black hole, as a mopey expression washed over his face. He then continued his day like all of us would when our dreams are crushed. Hey kid, you're up early? Yeah, don't worry, I'm nearly done with all this stuff. There was a melancholic expression on the young buck's face. Listen kid, about what I said yesterday, you got nothing to be sorry for. You were right. Not acknowledging realities, well, it was never a good thing to have around. Alright, look, I'm gonna tell you something, okay? Listen close. You're fired. Wait, what? Look, everyone's got that love of their life, okay? And we show that love in different ways. You live every day of it fast, while I cruise by slowly. And a lot like love, we can't force ourselves to like it. Everyone's got their own ship to sail. Everyone gives their passion to something different. A racer is nothing without their skills. A crop duster's nothing without his sprayer. A fire truck is nothing without his hose. But you can have all the resources you want, but if you don't have love for that thing that you're doing, you're not going anywhere. I won't have you here for the rest of your life knowing that you can dominate those skies. The what if questions of what could have been would leave you more than just depressed. You gotta get out there, kid. Everyone deserves a shot. You do remind me of this one guy I met at the qualifier. He was like the best out of all of them. And a couple lads were teasing me here or there. But he was different. It's almost like, regardless of all the bravado that he had built up for himself, especially with the record he had, I think he'll make like a 4-time champion this year. Regardless of all of that, it was as if he saw a bit of himself in me. What am I on about? Maybe I'm just being deluded or something. I mean, for God's sake, I don't even have anyone to train me. You want a trainer? I'm right here. Wait, aren't you the skipper's friend? Yeah, I am. Look, about the other day, all you gotta know is tragedy can do a lot to someone. He might not see it now, but nonetheless, you do deserve that shot. I know it seems like this might be impossible to believe, but the skipper, he's probably got the most faith in you. The smile he has every time you fly by. I haven't seen him like that in years. Matter of fact, I think one day you might be the reason why he'd take off again. Look, it's too much of a gamble to take someone like me on. I'm sorry, man. Sorry I couldn't bring that hope again. Kid, you keep strengthening that hope by the minute, day in and day out. Plus, I'm bored here, man. Let's go do something reckless. Alright then, when do we start? Regardless of the dismay of the skipper, Dusty was all ready to go. And he flew into this dream, unprepared of what lay ahead. Cause like I said before, it's a tough world out there. When he flew into pit row, all he heard were laughs, mockery, empty insults. Words which only weakened his will. The skipper's words echoed through his mind. While some of the planes were to tease the new rookies coming in, others looked on with empathy, as they saw one of the rookies being roughed up by the others. Dusty was disgusted by this whole thing, and he spoke up with passion. You guys are literally one and the same. You were once like me, and we all start somewhere. You can't just crush the dreams of others like this. We might be polar opposites, but it doesn't mean you have to be such a jerk. As the other greater champions watched this, they all looked on with guilt. Every year it's the same thing. It's like a freaking ritual to them. When will it end? The greatest among them was the guy who gave Dusty hope at the qualifier in which Dusty lost. Looking in Dusty's eyes, he saw a much more humble version of his younger self. Hey, that's enough. You let them be. Everyone deserves a shot. You can't just come in and crush their dreams like that. But the young rookie that was being picked on lashed out at the other champions.
Not everybody, and I'll tell you this, not everyone is awful.
You're awful, Mark.
Me? I'm awful? Oh yeah, how am I awful?
Playing my video. Inviting me on the show. You just wanted to make fun of me. You're just like the rest of them.
The once optimistic rookie turned his back on all the other champions and veterans, cursing all of them. Dusty had went to approach him just to make sure he was okay. But just before he did, Ripslinger decided to chat with him. I remember you, kid. You're from the qualifier. Not gonna lie, that performance you pulled off was stunning. You know, I'll say this, I never saw such a spectacle that could dethrone the likes of myself. I think this might be my last year on top, but I don't mean to crush your heart in any way. Maybe you should reconsider. It's a dangerous game that you're playing here. Those words had paralyzed him, brought his whole world crashing down. But he stood strong and held his own. I'm sorry, but no. I've come too far to take no for an answer. And this definitely sounds cocky for me to say, but don't go easy on me just because I'm new here. Give it your all. Go on, kid. Put me out of my misery. And if you do pass me, don't hold back. You keep going without hesitation. Dethrone the champion, man. I'm sick of hearing the same story over and over again. It's gotten so bad that I've wanted someone to beat me. I'll tell you this, you and I are not so different. It's kind of hard to believe, to be honest. Yeah, let's just be happy you didn't see how I used to fly. As Dusty approached this rather grizzled and darkened version of El Chupacabra, he heard a whimper.
Don't judge me!
Lainey?
I promised myself I would never.
Never what?
Never let them see me cry.
You okay, friend? I don't even know how to answer that, to be honest.
It's okay.
No, it's not okay. I never should have come here.
Lainey. Lainey. Sometimes when you open up to people, you let the bad in with the good. That's all.
They both came from the same cloth, but Dusty never thought it would be so hard to give someone their mojo back. Can I ask you something? Who doubted you? Who said that you couldn't do it? Buddy, I got a whole list of those people. But there was one who said it in a very passionate type of way. I had a mechanic. Her name was Dottie. Let's just say she was a lot like your mum if you ever did something reckless. And she would be pretty scary whenever I did something reckless. The joke caught Elchu off guard, and he forgot himself for a minute as he chuckled. This Dottie, she's different. So much more different to those dirtbags who just do it for a laugh. I can't stand those people, none the slightest. I'm surprised all of this hasn't made you as angry as I am. I guess I learned to get used to it. There is no getting used to it, amigo. You look around and you see everyone taunting you as if you don't belong there. All it makes you want to do is just shut them up and laugh at them when you beat them. The only way to earn their approval is if you embarrass them, humiliate them, put them in their place. But it feels so unreachable, impossible. You look around, you see everything that you dream of, but it's taken. All the world titles, stolen by someone who's much faster, more superior, much stronger. All the admiration, all the flashing cameras have their attention focused on the one person who just seems to have more charisma than you do. All the dream girls, stolen, loved by someone else. And yet here you are. What can you do? Yeah, that's a way to put it. Snap out of it, soldier. We've got a story to retell, and we don't need to be angry to make them remember. And if everyone deserves a shot, then let's go make history.